Hi, welcome to Mushroom Gardening, Spores 101 and earthlyinfo.com. To start mushrooms in your garden, you need to spread a particular type of mushroom strain with what's called spawn. Spawn comes in either a dowel formation, sawdust formation in a bag, a filter patch bag, or a filter jar with grain spawn, which is rye, grainberry, or wild bird seed. Once the colonization is started with the type of mushroom you want to grow, you can either start these yourself or purchase the spawn from spores101.com. If you want to make them yourself, you can go to earthlyinfo.com and learn how. You choose the type of mushroom strain you would like from spores101.com and start that culture. Here's all the separate species that we have growing in our outdoor lab, the farm lab. These are all different bioremediation mushroom strains, and we have a syringe form available on the website that will be sent to you, and you can start your own spawn and then transfer it to a compost pile. Compost piles can consist of waste paper, food scraps, egg cartons, no meat or bones, regular food, lawn clippings, that sort of stuff can be all composted into fertilizer for the garden. Garden beds that we dig are roughly 4 by 15 feet. I dig them in the winter and then cover them in the spring with cardboard with a small layer of soil back on top. The cardboard keeps all the weeds from coming up. It's a genius way to put minimal effort in the springtime once the beds have been established. If you don't put cardboard up, these beds were dug at the same time. You can see all the weeds have taken back over except for where the potatoes were planted. This bed, you can kind of see where I originally dug it. It's been completely taken back over, while the cardboard beds that we did the mushroom prep way were much easier. There's not nearly as much labor involved. These other beds that we've already planted will use that compost that we've already infected. Once the vegetables are put in, as you can see here, a top dressing of that compost goes on top. And once those plants have established themselves a little farther along, like the potatoes have, and the moisture conditions increase with the spring rains, you'll start to see all of those oyster mushrooms pop up. This bed here hasn't been top dressed yet, but you can see with the cardboard underneath, it's the food source is already in place. Weeds have been removed, and when you plant like this, it creates a nice dark moist canopy underneath the vegetables for the mushrooms to grow. And also, when the foliage is this close, it keeps the weeds from furthering underneath the vegetables. What weeds are there are very easy to get rid of. Not planting in rows is a new way of gardening. Row planting is more for the farming methods that need automobiles, tractors and that sort of thing. Here we are showing the recycled water system, simply a Dr. Pepper concentrate container that was recycled. Removable water pump can slide in and out on the top to fill buckets if you need to haul water. This collects during the rain from the roof and is stored for later use during the drier parts of the season. A little spigot at the bottom and a soaker hose runs throughout. This is a small edible and ornamental flower garden that's already been seeded. We did this one last year. And mushrooms have already started to grow. This is one of the oldest established beds that we have, starting from last year. These blocks are broken into small pieces and mixed in and throughout underneath vegetation, as well as the mushroom compost has been added. Here we have the pearl oyster mushroom already beginning to grow. Here's a pink oyster popping through. These are both wonderful culinary mushrooms. Um, Lots of hard to find vitamins, amino acids, protein, and as well as flavor. They're good in quite a few dishes, and for all your hard work, as you can see, these are flowers, not vegetables, and even though some are edible, um, this type of gardening can still be utilized to grow food for your family, as well as to keep the soil and watershed systems clean of toxins, mainly hydrocarbon toxins, as well as all sorts of other harmful toxins that can get into the vegetables and food that we eat. Here's some more pink oysters growing through, and a smaller cluster of pearls to the left there. It's a little blurred. And as you can see, these are established from last year. All of these are growing on their own. All I did was add a nice top dressing this year of lawn clippings to feed them. But that compost was made the previous year. That was sort of our first test bed. And as you can see, the pearl oyster will grow, loves to grow underneath the foliage of the plants where it gets a little more shade. All of these beds were planted before this one. This is the herb bed, and this has a new dressing of mushroom compost, so that this will be following that one later on throughout the spring. We have 3 types of mushrooms growing in both these beds for all 3 parts of the summer: the early spring, midsummer, and late or early fall, late summer. And all of those types of mushrooms will help clean the soil and give your family more nutrients for their hard work. And that's it from Spores 101 and earthlyinfo.com on the beginning of mushroom gardening. I hope you enjoyed it.